Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your son, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Taurus, I'm going to be doing your reading about you and your person for the month of September for the next few weeks. And in this reading, I'm going to see what is the main energy challenge between you and your person, past, present, and future. I will also put some love messages from your person to you, from you to your person, and we'll close up with an advice and any other important messages in regards to their feelings and potential actions towards you. Now, dear Taurus, I want to welcome you into this space and I want to say thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. You are seen, you're appreciated, and I want to mention that I'm sacrificing me going live onto the channel and making those personalized and individual readings for each sign. Because, you know, sometimes a lot goes during the live videos, and I just wanted to do pre-recorded, focus more onto your person's energy, your energy, and what is it that you need to know. Okay, so dear Taurus, the challenge and the energy between you and this person is the Knight of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there is the King of Swords, followed by the King of Wands and the Five of Swords. So your challenge and the energy between you and this person has to do a lot with the King of Wands energy. And you know, King of Wands energy is talking about passion. Again, kind of similar to what came out for Capricorn. It was the King of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there is a lot of passion. There is also a lot of strong sexual energy between you and this person. Maybe that's not how you feel, but I feel like that for a lot of you, there is this anticipation of something is about to happen. A lot of you have been feeling internally very much more in love with this person, okay? Even though you're in separation, but I feel like a lot of you really carry so much love within your heart towards this person. You could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm getting here, strong Aquarius. Could be a Gemini as well as a Capricorn and a Virgo. Okay, so I also strongly feel like here that there is an anticipation of someone headed towards your way. Maybe someone is going to make some, take some steps towards you. We're going to talk about this shortly. Now, dear Taurus, in the recent past, there is the Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So, in the recent past, it looks like that there was a lot of questions. Possibly these questions had to do a lot with trust issues, okay? I do strongly feel like here that you and this person with the Three of Wands anticipated something very big about your future. There was a lot of decisions to be made in the recent past, and I feel like that something here happened with the Seven of Swords energy, that there was trust issues that were created between you and this person. We're going to talk about this specifically and clarify in a moment. In the near future, you have the Hierophant, Queen of Cups, and the Emperor. So the Hierophant is you, dear Taurus. Okay, this is talking about your commitment, talking about, institution. You're regulating your life. I feel like you're getting this sense of taking ownership of your life, and also your fellow Earth sign Virgo, right? In the sign of Virgo. During the season of Virgo, we're having the lunar eclipse, which is going to be in the sign of Pisces. So there is something here about you with the Queen of Pentacles, the Hierophant, you stepping into power, okay? And I feel like that this has to do a lot with you. First of all, getting back to yourself and committing to yourself. The Emperor is here. Someone here could be waking up to some sort of a realization to take an action towards you. I'm getting here strong Aries energy. Doesn't have to be, but I'm going to get back to this and clarify. In the near future, dear Taurus, you have the Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands. So in the near future, again, 9, 10, right? And the interesting composition for you. By the way, I did see 999 the other way 2 times actually. So in the near future, it looks like that there is going to be an opportunity for you to actually put an end to this constant agony. Some sort of a painful cycle is closing out for you with the Nine of Swords. And this is going to lead to a lot of happiness and family. But we're going to see how are you going to be able to put an end to this situation. And also I have something very important I'd like to share with you in regards to the readings. So at the bottom of the deck, there is that King of Swords, King of Wands, right? So it looks like there is going to be an equal give and take exchange conversation. Both of you are going to be on the same frequency, on the same vibration, and on the same level to have a conversation. For some of you, this could be a same-sex situation. Does not have to be. I know you're not judgmental, so we're going to take this easy. You're not gonna yell at me like the other signs when I just said, same sex. Like, honey, look at my audience. All people from all backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? No discrimination on my channel. So there is some sort of a conflict and an argument that has taken place between you and this person, unfinished business and a conflict that you really, really want to put an end to and clarify. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. I do want to mention something here real quick, that on my channel, on my readings, I talked to specifically Capricorn about this, okay? People sometimes say, you've been saying this, why hasn't it happened? You know what? If you listen to what I'm saying and apply what I'm saying, it is going to happen. I received multiple testimonials of every single day, people telling me, Arman, thank you so much. I don't know how you did it, but after 3 months of watching your content and really applying what you said, my twin flame came back and we met and we reunited. So this is not a quick fix pharmacy, international pharmacy where I give Tylenol or Advil to people to just get a quick fix. On my channel, I'm talking about the truth, and I'm not going to hold the truth back to make people feel comfortable and give them pounds of sugar and just say, go ahead, everything is just, rosy coloring. Where is the application? Where are the steps that a tarot reader should give the person that's consuming the content to apply and to change their lives? Be very vigilant, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, what kind of content you are watching and who you're allowing to speak into your life. Some of the people out there are operating from a parasitic vibration. Parasitic, it's parasite. You got to be very careful so that you're not consuming way too many tarot videos and people who are not telling you the truth. I'm just going to let you know, take it as it resonates because I want the best for you, okay? Now, let's clarify, because the biggest flex in life is not the designer bag, it's not even the man, it's not even the girl, it's having this regulated nervous system and being connected to the source, to the divine. And actually, when no person comes into your life, all of the problems, it's gonna be so easy to navigate through them. You know what I'm saying? Because you are connecting to the source, both of you. So it's like, there is so much love between the two of you. There is going to be that it's not going to be an issue if anything comes up. Just going to really solve it, resolve it, and then move forward. So the challenge and the energy between you and this person, the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Fool, Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So like I said earlier, dear Taurus, this has to do a lot with a decision that needs to be made to resolve this conflict, right? The Five of Swords, which I also talked about earlier, talks about the conflict and the argument that has taken. And this is actually stemming from the Seven of Swords energy, which indicates that there was a lot of trust issues between you and this person, and there is an opportunity for you and this individual to have a brand new beginning, and there is a decision that needs to be made. And this decision here has to do a lot with who is going to be the bigger person, who is going to forgive, who is going to really, really let this go and allow a new opportunity to unfold. I strongly feel like here that for many of you internally, you're releasing the old story, the old narrative that took place between you and this person. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Lovers. The reason why I say is because there is a lot of love between you and this person. The Moon just literally flipped out of the deck. So this is an indication of the lunar eclipse that we're going to be having. And the crayfish that's coming out of the water indicates something here from the subconscious mind is going to resurface. Something here is going to be eliminated. And I think what's also going to be eliminated is the Five of Pentacles, because there was abandonment between you and this person. Abandonment, wounds, situations that actually did unfold in a way that was very undesirable. So the Moon, the Seven of Cups is clarified by the King of Swords, the Death card, and the Moon. Yeah. So like I said, in the recent past, there was a lot of decisions, a lot of choices to make. There was also this sense of deception, right? When you look at these snakes and the dragons and things coming out of these goblets, so many things were in front of you. I think that, dear Taurus, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, you're someone that you really took a pause and you paused and you started asking yourself a lot of questions. Some of you were questioning your worth, your value, the validity of this relationship, about the future just in general, because like I said in the beginning, you did have a lot of big hopes and goals, to move forward with this person. But for whatever reason, there seems to be at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords, which is indicating that there is this energy of indecisiveness. Like, what does this relationship mean to me? Why am I in this connection? Why am I getting triggered? A lot of you started really going deep within yourself and asking yourself those questions. Okay, and in the recent past, there is a very strong cutoff energy with the King of Swords and the Death Death card, I think that some of you really faced some sort of an issue that came from your childhood, that came from this person's childhood. Possibly there were addictions, certain behavioral habits that actually prevented this relationship moving forward. And something here in the recent past came to an end. Now, I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands for you in the recent past, dear Taurus. By the way, I have the camera this way today because I just wanted to be a little bit more closer to you. Same table, same cards, same honesty, transparency. So I'm going to clarify the Three of Wands for you, and it's clarified by the Star, Aquarius energy, King of Cups, and the Magician. Many of you really had this big hope of actually manifesting a very successful life and a relationship with this person. Magician, King of Cups, there was a lot of emotional involvement and investment into this connection here. The Hangman here is at the bottom of the deck, could be dealing with the Pisces possibly. But also, again, this is about spiritual awakening. Many of you really had an epiphany within yourself, deep within yourself about this situation. And I do strongly feel like here that this has to do a lot with you realizing that maybe you went a little bit too far by overextending yourself and over-investing your resources into this relationship. For whatever reason, that's what I'm feeling. And I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords, which is talking about trust issues. In the recent past, there was a lot of trust issues between you and this person. And, deception, white lies, whatever it was, we're not here to put any other sign down. We're just looking into the reality of the situation. So the Seven of Swords here is clarified by the Judgment, Scorpio energy, King of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Yeah. So for many of you, there was a decision that had to be made based on the realization that you had, right? The King of Pentacles is you. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a fire sign and I'm a Leo, right? But I believe like my favorite king in tarot is like the King of Pentacles. I don't know. I just love the King of Pentacles. Like he's an earth sign, just so like hot in his stillness, like I'm a fiery, right? I'm a like bubbly, fiery personality. And I like that the other person is very like stable to like calm me down and bring me to earth. You know what I mean? That's why I really like the King of Pentacles here, which is an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So Taurus in this case specifically. Who knows? Maybe my partner will have any of those placements. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Better be. Stability. Okay. Now, there was a lot of trust issues, and I think that whatever happened between you and this person, right, it made you realize something. It also brought an awakening into your life. It resurrected certain things within you, an understanding that you really had to make a decision here to move on. Even though it was very challenging, even though it was very difficult here for some of you, but I see here you wanting to put the past behind you and to move forward to some sort of a new journey, new epiphany, spiritual journey. A lot of you have been doing a lot of holistic approach towards yourself, more into meditation, breath work, aromatherapy. Some of you are also starting to journal more and, just be connected to the divine because that's who you are. The Hierophant, like I said before, is a very spiritual card. It really indicates, being connected to the source. So the Hierophant here, dear Taurus, which is you, in the present moment, is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, new opportunity for you. And it's not that you stop loving this person. It's just that you are basically drawing a very fine line where you really want to be in your life. And is this person really going to be matching that frequency of yours of where you're in life? Five of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Honestly, I do see here many times you being quite sad and disappointed over the fact that things didn't work out between you and this person. From time to time, there is this sense of emotional loss. You really are mourning and grieving this loss that happened between you and this person. But Taurus, the Two of Cups here talks about this soul connection, okay? It talks about these partnership, soulmate connection, and you and this person could come from different cultures, background, races, whatever the situation might be for you, socioeconomical backgrounds. I feel like that in the present moment, what you are doing is you are giving yourself an opportunity to actually move forward. And this is actually going to lead to some sort of communication between you and this person, or movement at least, because this is an action-oriented card. Okay, now let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles in the present moment, which is talking about your stability. I think you're right now focusing on yourself. There is this sense of, energetically detaching from this person, and You have actually been able to really master, like you stopped overthinking the world. Yeah, detachment, literally, as I literally spoke. The world card here, dear Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, talks about detachment. You put an end to this overthinking, like I said earlier. There is the Three of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So, honestly, you're starting to be more social. You're starting to go out there more. You just feel like that something big is about to happen in your life, like some sort of a wish is going to be fulfilled. And you're starting to become more detached from the outcome. You're detaching from how it's even going to unfold for you, because you're becoming more confident within yourself and the divine that whatever is best for you is going to unfold in its best way possible. So Queen of Swords looks like that. She has her hand above the clouds. So there is a clarity that's coming in your way that you don't really see, because actually that's where the this is Aries. What is it called? The Emperor, number 4. You could be addressing something with someone. You could have the opportunity to really have a conversation with someone. And by the way, we're entering into fall, at least where I'm right now, and the Three of Cups here indicates reunion, celebration, right? Fall season is upon us. I know some of you in different countries, like Australia, it's springtime, but there is this rejoicing energy in spirit, okay? And that's how you create that before even it manifests into the 3D reality. So the Emperor is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. One of the things that you're really wanting to watch out for when dealing with this person, you want to make sure that there is no aggression. You want to make sure that there is no hasty decisions being made. Is there a desire from this person's end to make things work, to work things out with you when actually the dust settles? Sure. But I feel like that this has to do a lot with the fact that, first of all, besides being rational, besides being very logical, all the sorts on a mental level, there is gotta be something more tangible. What is this person bringing into the table, and how are you actually both of you able to build it together? Because you are not looking for just a logical discussion. I heard a saying one time. It says, you may win the argument, but you may lose your brother. It gave me this sense of understanding that, a lot of times it's not about being right or wrong. It's not about that. It's just about really seeing where this person is coming from, like looking at the situation from a hangman's position. And we're not justifying anything, but we're just really trying to see if there is anything that we did not really notice in the first place. So you're looking more than that. You're looking with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, dear Taurus. Something more tangible, something more caring. Now, in the near future, Nine of Swords. By the way, I'm preparing for my retreat to Nashville, Tennessee, mid-September, to see Dr. Joe Dispenza. You know how much I love him. And I'm going to be at his week-long advanced retreat. This is my 3rd time. So the Nine of Swords here is clarified by the Hierophant, which is you, the Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. So you know this is coming. You know that there is a big shift that's happening for you in regards to this person and to this situation. A lot of you have been stressed out. Maybe some of you were in the past very much staying up late at night thinking about this situation. But something here is going to come to an end when with the High Priestess, your intuition. This is going to require you to trust your intuition. The Hierophant is you. That's you, Taurus, in tarot. And I feel like that, even though there might be some obstacles and challenges, a little bit of emotional roller coaster moments, you're going to realize that this is something that actually is propelling you forward to a lot of happiness. And even though things did not work out in the past, there is an opportunity and a possibility to move forward to the next level. But this has to come down with the Ten of Pentacles, Taurus. This is manifestation stuff. Look at the Ten of Pentacles. Mega home, mega house, them little kids, and them little pets. And stability. This is the wealthy, luxurious lifestyle in tarot. If you truly, truly want to be with this person, and if you truly want to manifest that desired lifestyle of yours, this comes from within, in your imagination. Neville Goddard, you already know that. Imagination is very powerful. Then the past, then this and that. What do you imagine on a daily basis? What is your imaginative thoughts about this person? How do you feel? Do you constantly dwell onto the old story and relive the same emotions and the same experiences? Because just like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, every time we think of the same traumatic experience, we reaffirm and we tell our bodies, you know what? Yes, they did that to me. They cheated. They lied, and I want justice. And And guess what? Your autonomic system, your autonomic nervous system gets dysregulated, and then you basically your cortisol levels go high, and then you start feeling anxious, digestive system goes bad, sleeping better at night. Why? Because body kept the body kept the score. That traumatic experience made you feel a certain way. So anytime you think of it, it's like almost your brain doesn't know the difference if it's happening or not. It is producing and manufacturing the same chemicals in your body. So my point here is, if you really want this, you gotta dwell onto the new narrative. And that's why this is showing up in your near future, right? So this is about you dwelling onto the same new story and living that old same story, the broken telephone, into the past. Broken cassette, as we say in Armenian, into the past. Forgive yourself too. Very important. You gotta forgive yourself. Because many of you have been really blaming yourself for whatever happened in the past. Now, 10 of Pentacles is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups. So in the near future, I see here you rediscovering and redefining yourself, and also your relationship with the divine and relationship with money, with family, with everything, with business even. So a lot of you are going to step into the throne, and a lot of you are going to let go of this past. There is a decision you're going to be needing to make. Okay, in your dreams, in your subconscious mind, when you go to bed, you need to start thinking the 10 of Pentacles. You need to start visualizing the 10 of Pentacles, because those are very two different energies. Look at the 5 of Pentacles, right? Being abandoned out there, being out into the cold. And there is a timeline jump from the 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. And everything starts from here. Everything starts from imagination, how you feel, how you think, how you view this situation. And this is, I'm sure you already know this because you're very smart and you're very spiritual. It's not about, oh, this person is going to make me happy. No, you make yourself happy. You do the inner work within yourself. So I'm saying, so in the near future, 6 of Wands is clarified by the 7 of Swords, Temperance, and the King of Wands. Again, did lies and deceptions and things like that happen in the past? Yes. But also in the near future, there is going to be, with the Temperance energy here, harmonizing and alchemizing this situation. The Temperance here being between the King of Wands and the 7 of Swords is basically, right? The Temperance is bringing these two, elements, the water element, and like mixing from one cup to another. It means blending in. It means blending in this situation and really seeing for what it is, and transmuting and alchemizing. And the card for this means the meaning for this energy card means patience and also harmony. Wanting to create that peace, because even though things went wrong in the past, there is an opportunity to resolve and to move forward, which is going to lead to a lot of happiness. And that's going to require for both of you to do that, not just one person. This is coming out of many obstacles and difficulties, and this indicates victory. What is the love message here from your person to you and from you to your person? Let's talk about that, dear Mama Taurus and Daddy Taurus. So I'm going to choose one message from your person, one message from you to your person. This is very much going to be correlated to the reading here. So the message from your person to you is manifesting miracles. And I was just talking about that. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Wow. Did I not? I literally just talked about manifestation. This is insane, right? It's soon to become a reality. It's like even your person subconsciously is picking up on that as well. And your message from you to your person is a new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What a sleigh reading. There you go. The advice, you already know. I don't even got to go into the advice. I'm going to keep it straight to the point. So I did sacrifice this time instead of going live because I wanted to go individually between you and your person, feelings, actions. So here we go. I hope that this helped. I love you so, so much. Thank you for being here. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.